I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're two sisters Southern cooking. We're making a coconut poke cake today. So we are making our coconut cake from scratch. We're combining two different recipes we have that we normally would do. One of them calls for a box cake mix, and we didn't choose to do that. So we're making our own coconut cake from scratch, and then we're going to convert over to the other recipe. So we have two recipes that we're going to combine into one recipe for you. So we never do anything easy.
No, we don't. And so while Elsie is going ahead and whipping up the egg whites and with the cream of tartar.
And typically you do this at the very end, but because we always like to whip up our egg whites first, because when we get them out of the bowl, we don't have to clean the bowl, and we can just do start our cake mix.
Right. Because it doesn't matter after that. So while she's doing that and getting that ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and whisk in our salt and our baking substance here into our cake flour. Elsie's already sifted our cake flour. It will make your cake more tender and less dense.
And the cake flour is already fine as it is, but when I did whisk it, there were some clumps even in the cake flour that did not go through the sifter.
Right, so that's why it's always good to, especially in something like a cake, to whisk it.
All right, y'all. I think we are good.
That way, once you're done with this step here, you can put everything together and you don't have to worry about cleaning your pan or anything. Everything can whip together as normal. But because of the proteins and the oils inside of the rest of this cake, it wouldn't work and it would not set up if you did it. So we start with the back and work our way forward.
Just so we don't have to wash a bowl. But oh well.
That's how I make my sponge cakes. I start at the back and work my way forward. I do my eggs first, my egg whites first. And then I go to the rest of my recipe.
Okay, I think this is good enough. Alright, so now we're going to start our normal process with the butter, sugar, and the oil. Alright, now I'm going to start alternating in my flour and my coconut milk. So I'm going to put about 1/3 of the flour in. to put about 1/3 of my milk. I'm going to add in another 1/3. And I'm going to add in the rest of my milk. Okay, I'm going to add in the last of my flour. Alright, I'm going to combine this and then I'm going to fold in my egg whites. Okay, now I'm going to fold in the egg whites. Alright, I've got them all folded in, so now I'm going to pour it into my 9x13 pan. If you were just making a regular coconut cake, you would use 3 9-inch round cake pans. But since we're making it a poke cake, we're doing it in a 9x13 pan. You definitely could make it into just a regular old coconut cake with a coconut frosting, like a coconut cream cheese frosting or something. But since we're making a poke cake, you put it in a 9x13 pan. How many of you have ever ate a poke cake? They're delicious. And there's so many varieties of poke cakes that you can make. We've done a bunch of different types of poke cakes.
I think this one here, because I don't know if y'all have ever tried the coconut cream or the cream of coconut. Oh dear God, it's a sin. It really is.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's very rich, so we're going to be rather conservative with the amount of coconut cream we put in it. We might not use the whole amount just because of the rich and intense taste it has, because this already has a nice coconut flavor. So I'm thinking that maybe if we did half of it rather than the whole thing, just enough to get into the little poke holes that we're going to do with a fork. And
okay, so this is going in a 350 degree oven for anywhere from 25 to 35 minutes depending on your oven. And we'll let you know for sure how long it took in my oven to bake. But anywhere from 25 to 35 minutes should do it. So we'll see you when we come back. All right, y'all, our coconut cake is out of the oven, and I'm just gonna poke some holes in it, and then we're gonna pour on our coconut cream.
Now, if you don't have the meat tongs like this here, just use a regular fork. It'll work just as well. It has a very rich coconut taste in it, so I would recommend being rather conservative with the coconut cream, just so it doesn't make it like this real intense taste that is too much. So, but it's gonna soak down into the cake. I'm telling you, that coconut cream, or the cream of coconut, it's really good. You find that in your mixed drinks section of your local grocer. That's where you find it. I guess they put it in like mixed drinks and stuff. I don't drink, so I don't know.
I don't drink either.
But it makes sense to me, so. You have to do this step when it's warm in order for it to.
And then before we put our whipped topping on top, we need it fully cooled.
And then we'll put coconut flakes on it, the sweet ones. It's a shame, it's a shame, it's a shame. It's gonna be so good, guys. The smell of it, the aroma of the coconut is just so good. That looks amazing, guys. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Alright, well, we're gonna let this cool down, and then we'll do the whipped cream, and then we'll sprinkle it with some coconut.
Yep. Alright, we'll see you when we finish it. Y'all, our cake is cooled down enough so I can put the whipped topping on top. And then we're going to sprinkle coconut over top of that.
God, I'm so excited. It goes on there so smooth. Like, I'm telling you guys, this is a really simple recipe, and if you don't want to do like from the scratch, just use a
box of white cake mix.
Yeah,
would be fine.
Yeah. And just do the rest of these steps and have something
You could
amazing.
probably use a yellow cake mix as well. I mean, it's your choice, white or yellow.
Because this is yellow. This is going to be a yellow cake. So, oh my gosh. I tried something when we were on the cruise. It's called Eton Mess. ETONMESS. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it. This is going to be a recipe we are going to try. What it is you take strawberries and you put something in it, like it make like a glaze on it, and it's kind of almost like marinated strawberries, crumbled up macaroon candies. You know, the cookies, the macaroon candy cookies. Yeah, and then they put whipped cream in it, and they crumbled up the cookies, the macaroon cookies, and they stacked it like there would be layers all the way up. Sinful. And I said, I know we can do a lot better job than what that cruise line did with making that, because you know we put a lot of love into our food. But I have to say that my husband was on that cruise, and he was sitting there saying, the girls could do better than this. And I'm like, well, please don't tell the cook, the chef. I'm gonna put some on. Chunk of it right here. Put that aside. I've got a question. Do you have a lid to go on top of this, like a plastic lid or something that we can put on this so we can put it in the refrigerator? Because we will put it in the refrigerator. Oh, look at that. All right, guys.
Just set it like that. I wouldn't push too far down on it.
Yeah. And if we have to put more of the coconut flakes on it when we get ready to serve it up, we can do that too. So, all right, I think it's a success. We will see you in our next video. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care.
I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And
we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.